Tyler, Trainwreck's nickname, parlayed late-night rants and high-roller slot streams into one of the most divisive brands on the internet. He co-founded Kick with backing tied to crypto casino stake, brags about 9-figure gambling payouts, and still positions himself as streaming's truth teller. That contradiction, moral crusader by day, casino kingpin by night, makes him the perfect case study in how outrage and risk can bankroll a modern media empire. Want to dig deeper? Head to SLOTSTREAMERS.BIO for exclusive bios, massive wins, and all the drama. Tyler Nicknam arrived on Twitch in 2015, fresh out of Arizona State University's philosophy program. Instead of gameplay finesse, he sold personality, loud, hyper-opinionated, impossible to ignore. Within 2 years, he had a partner badge and a growing army of late-night viewers, many drawn to the scuffed chaos that would become his hallmark. The real inflection point came in November 2017, when a live-stream tirade against slut streamers earned him a 5-day ban.
I'm sick of all the bullshit happening in this community. This used to be a goddamn community of gamers, nerds, kids that got bullied, kids that got with, kids that resorted to the gaming world because the real world was too fucking hard, too shitty, too lonely, too sad and depressing. Now it's ran by the goddamn same sluts that rejected us, the same sluts that chose the goddamn cool kids over us, the same sluts that are coming into our community, taking the money, taking the subs, the same way they did back in the day. That I am the goddamn reality check.
The clip went viral, sparking headlines from The Verge and Kotaku that blasted his misogyny and forced Twitch to defend its community guidelines. Nicknam doubled down, framing the rant as satire aimed at the 0.1% of women exploiting sexuality for clicks. The controversy cemented his persona, an unfiltered crusader who claimed to speak for real gamers while courting every algorithm that amplifies outrage. Bans and apologies followed in a predictable loop, each suspension briefly silencing him, each return boosting his numbers. He weaponized the drama, launching the Scuffed podcast, where open mic debates about esports, politics, and streamer beefs kept his name circulating on the subreddit Live Stream Fail and in Twitter trending tab. What began as boundary-pushing commentary hardened into a business model. Provoke, get punished, monetize the backlash. Yet even at peak notoriety, he was still playing for mid-tier stakes until casino money rewrote the script. By late 2021, Train's outspoken brand, sharp critiques, IRL rants, and trolling caught a new and lucrative current: crypto gambling. As Twitch began cracking down on unlicensed gambling in late 2022, Trainwreck leaned fully into contentious casino content, anchoring himself with StakeCom, a crypto gambling platform known for giving sponsored fake balances to influencers for big money streams.
You want some news to forget about everything you're talking about? Here you go. I'll release what I got paid since the beginning of my contract. I've been paid $360 million for 16 months of gambling.
In a bold move, Train claimed in October 2022 that he had been paid a staggering $360 million over 16 months to promote Stake, money he publicly said he gambled live and partially gave away to viewers. Critics called the figure misleading, pointing out that much of it was likely house money provided by Stake, not his own earnings, and argued the arrangement blurred the line between sponsorship and gambling addiction. Worse, Trainwreck disavowed the same tricks used by others, most notably accusing Rushtine of streaming with fake balances to mislead viewers, while himself benefiting from those schemes. As co-founder and advisor at Kick, a relaunch platform backed by Stake that allowed these streams to continue unregulated, his dual role became even more controversial. By early 2025, Train had streamed $13.9 billion in total wagered on Stake, an eye-popping number that he often flaunted. Meanwhile, he publicly attacked other streamers for what he called fraudulent gambling, even as he remained entangled in the same ecosystem. This contradiction, acting honest in public while running a gambling empire, showed the real problems behind his whole image. When Kick launched at the end of 2022, Trainwreck wasn't just joining, he was helping shape it. Designed in partnership with Stake's founders, the platform promised a streamer-first model, 95% revenue share, looser moderation, and full control over tips and subs. For Train, a lightning rod on Twitch, Kick offered a home where his gambling shows could thrive. Yet the platform's rosy promises masked deeper contradictions. Almost immediately, Kick became ground zero for casino content. It didn't take long before concerns arose around viewbotting, especially among gambling streamers. In early early 2023, Trainwreck himself publicly called out bots inflating view counts.
And then this view botting stuff, like, you know, I'm pressing for that as well, even though I get heat for even speaking about it, right? But that's what it is. Like, I'm going to speak about it because at the end of the day, when I attach my name to something, I'm going to make sure that I'm transparent with you guys and I tell you guys what's good and what we're working on and what we're going to try and fix. So if this dude view botted 2 to 3K viewers, I might just say, fuck, I don't give a fuck. But when you're view botting 15 to 20,000 viewers a day to push predatory gambling styles to the top, I don't like that. So I'm going to actively push to find a fix for that as soon as possible.
Despite the promise, Kick's lax moderation allowed bot-driven gambling streams to proliferate for months. Only after public pressure and growing backlash did the platform begin banning streamers for view botting, a shift that didn't arrive until late 2024. The site that touted fair play and transparency now resembled a wild west of gambling promotion, view bots, and blurred accountability. At the heart of it, Trainwreck's dual position, co-owner and critic, amplified the disconnect between vision and execution. Kick had become the flagship stage for his casino empire, yet remained vulnerable to the same abuses he claimed to despise. Did he build a new platform to uplift creators, or to monetize chaos under the guise of disruption? That paradox, streamer first or casino first, shapes the real story behind Kick's rise and limits Train's legacy. By 2023, gambling was no longer a sideshow. It had become Trainwreck's identity. His channel, now a potpourri of high-stakes streams, attracted a loyal fan base drawn to sarcasm, edgy humor, and the intoxicating tension of win-or-lose bets. Trainwreck also tried to position himself as a moral checkpoint. He called out gambling streamers using fake balances on Kick, labeling it predatory and pledging to clean up the platform. But his words fell flat when bots turned Kick into a bubble, full of inflated viewer counts and questionable authenticity. The platform he championed as transparent and honest became a mirror of the very industry he claimed to criticize. Worse, his public stance on fake gambling seemed self-serving. He exposed others while operating under the same economic umbrella. Stake-sponsored streams, Kick's revenue tied to gambling growth, and billions wagered live for entertainment. What seemed like moral conviction began to feel like a carefully crafted persona, part showman, part propagandist, using transparency as both shield and brand.
I said, what a crazy thing to brag about, getting paid $360 million to gamble. Trainwreck only got paid that because he converted viewers into losers for the casino. What a dirtbag. And that people like Train glamorize degenerate gambling. And this is where I lost my spotless reputation with Train. Okay? Because according to him, he doesn't glamorize gambling. He calls himself, and I quote, the anti-gambling gambler.
This tension defined his relationship with viewers. For some, the stepping into the arena stakes made for must-watch TV. For others, it was a cautionary tale. They saw an influencer who blurred the line between entertainment and exploitation. His brand encapsulated a larger internet issue. Can a streamer genuinely fight for ethics while constructing a casino empire with the same audience? By early 2025, Trainwreck had cemented his reputation as one of the biggest names in streaming. His $360 million stake deal, while controversial, was a testament to his clout. But the real money came from mastering the tension between trust and spectacle. As co-founder of Kick, he was no longer just a content creator, he was the platform. That dual role blurred the lines between culture shaper and profiteer. But that power came with contradictions. Train faced a PR dilemma, a hero of integrity one day and a bystander to its opposite the next. His audience loved the drama, a guy who preached about what's right but couldn't stop gambling on stream.
Do not get it twisted. Do not gamble. Do not start. Gambling is entertainment and entertainment only. You won't break even. You won't win. You won't do any of that. Do you understand? You will only go into debt and ruin your fucking life. I do this because I fucking love it. I do it all the time. It's entertainment for people who can afford it, and that's it. You will lose. I'm losing. Do you understand? I am down millions.
But what they paid to watch funded an entire casino ecosystem, brainchild of his own platform. His self-styled persona as the guy who warns about addiction and then spins the wheel himself created a lucrative tension. Fans saw brutal honesty. Detractors saw marketing genius, a ruthless brand built on conflict. Redbacks from followers praised his transparency, but critics accused him of scripting revelations to boost clicks. Today, the question isn't whether Trainwreck makes money, it's how sustainable that that model is. To some, he's a rebel icon rewriting the streaming rulebook. To others, he's a gambler masquerading as a guru, pulling the strings on a platform built for chaos. Whether he stays on top or unravels under his own weight depends on which version of his story the audience chooses to believe. Maybe that's the point. Train never wanted to solve the problem. He just wanted to own the arena. And if you're curious about the stories behind other streamers, head to SLOTSTREAMERS.BIO for deeper profiles and the drama that keeps viewers coming back.